Let a few people get in here first. Let's have some questions with the LS Cruiser. See if the live will answer them real quick. Just get some ideas. I'm kind of 50-50 on them. I don't know which way I want to go, but we're making some progress. Let a couple of people hop in. Let's see. Mostly everybody's probably still at work. All right. What up, Elko? Ant? What up? What up? What's going on? Not much. What's good? Just have some questions. I thought about making a short, but I decided to hop on the live real quick. I'm working on the PT, the LS Cruiser. I think that's the name I'm gonna give it. What do you guys think? LS Cruiser work for it? But yeah, got two people in here. What up? What up? So I have one question. Should I run 20s or 18s on it? It's kind of where I'm stuck at, trying to determine the ride height. I know the cross member's going to have to come up a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's just hop on live, seeing what you guys think. 18s or 20s? Got the 20s on. The Monty, 17s, 20s. I guess technically 18 on the rear of the bike, but we'll see. What do you guys think? But yeah, we're making some progress on it. Got some cardboard showing you the section I'm gonna have to cut out for the frame rails. That's gonna be at another day. I think I'm done for today. Gonna call it quits. Go get the bike out and grab something to eat. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Just thinking. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. I wanted to go 20s and make them fill them up the wheel well, but the 18s get a little bit cider or get a little bit taller sidewall on it, a little more comfort in the ride. Think 18s will look good on it. Let's see. Lowered. I got to lower it because I'll show you what the 17s look like. And there's a lot of gap, but I'm definitely going to lower it. So those are 17s, and that's the amount of gap in there. Way too much gap. A little bit taller. We should be good. You're from way out there. Yeah, I was leaning heavy on the 20s, but Bruce, you might be right. You might be right. 18s on it. 16s with taller sidewall than the 17s, but definitely not doing 16s. What up? What up? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So 18s have the vote or 20s? Because I think this with 18s, this will have to go up another 2 inches, and with the 20s, it'd be about 2.5 inches. Of course, I have the QA1, so I could adjust the ride height after that, but I want to just have it mocked up, so it's going to have a nice ride height with whatever size wheels and tires I decide on. What engine mounts are you using? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing made to LS swap a PT Cruiser, so the engine mounts will be custom. Haven't got that far yet. I'm still looking for a motor, transmission. So engine mounts, motor mounts, transmission mounts, all that's going to be custom. Yeah, Elko Ant. I'm trying to put in that work, man. I know the G-Bike has been sitting in the background, but the PT is where it's at right now. So this I did a lot of cutting on today. Yeah, I think there's sheet metal all down to about here on this. So that's what all this is. Cut out bunch of dust. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, I'm starting to enjoy the fab work. It is fun. It is fun. Definitely seeing everything take shape. Luckily, there's a metal supermarket not too far away. I grab some more metal if I need it instead of having to order it, because it is pricey. So Elko Warren, if you want to get in touch with him, he still has an Instagram. He does a lot of shorts on there. He stays active on there as far as shorts. With the YouTube stuff, I know it's a lot of work. So sometimes people need to take a break. So I saw your comment months ago. Yeah, he's taking a break from YouTube. That's all I can say on it. He's still working on his cars. He's still doing his thing on Instagram. So if you need to reach out to him, Elko Ant, just hit him up on Instagram. But he's still hanging around. I know he took a break. Was it last year or a year or two ago? And I reached out to him like, hey man, everything okay? But yeah, he just says he needs to take a break every now and then. Where I know how it could be. Sometimes I slow down on videos or shorts. Sometimes I'm real active. Sometimes I'm a little laid back. But it takes a toll on you trying to edit the videos and having to deal with other people's comments and all that. So sometimes you just gotta take a break from it. Yeah, but he's still doing his thing in the garage. He's still doing his thing. Hit him up on Instagram and follow him there. He's on Facebook also. Might be a little tougher to get a hold of him on Facebook, but Instagram is a lot easier. I think Facebook, well, according to me, my Facebook, I keep it more personal. So I don't share everything as far as personal stuff on Instagram and Facebook, or Instagram and YouTube versus Facebook. So yeah, reach out to him on Instagram and you should be able to get in touch with him. Yeah. So I think we have determined we're going 18s instead of 20s. Second question was, do I weld the frame in, or do I have it as a K member where this front half, or pretty much this front section, will bolt in to the frame underneath and then bolt in up here. And if I had to, I could just drop the whole K member to swap out the motor or anything. It's not a Mustang K member, it's a Mustang 2 front suspension kit. So all that entails is the cross member, upper lower control arms, the coilovers, spindles. So that's why I was saying the K member. I'm debating if I want to build it like a K member or build it full frame. So that's what this plate's for. I'm gonna weld a plate on the frame rails that go underneath the car, and I was debating on sandwiching two plates together and having them bolt on, or just weld them on completely. So that's kind of where I'm at also. So I need to decide if I want to weld it all the way in or have it so I can remove it to make it easier for when I get the motor and everything in, just drop the whole K member, or have to pull the motor out the top. So that's another thing where I'm stuck at on it. So we're getting there though. It should be finished within, or the front should be finished within a week or two. The plan is to stay consistent on it. I know a lot of people have been asking about the PT and the progress on it, or just commenting in general, like, hey, you see you doing your thing with it. It's going to be a build once it's done. So the plan is hopefully by the end of September, I'll have a full rolling chassis. Now, it might not be rolling chassis because I'm not sure. I would still have to get the offset for the wheels and everything. And depending on the offset and the wheel specs, hopefully I can find something off the shelf, and I have to get like a custom wheel made for a specific offset. So we'll have to wait for that. But if I could find a cheap set of wheels with the size and bolt pattern, just to be able to set the car on the ground and have it roll, I could go that route. All right, so the K member, you guys like the K member idea? it really makes sense if I had a lift, so I could just lift the body off and leave the K member there. Um, hey, anything's possible. So all you need is a make thing happener. um, yeah, but yeah, there's some crazy builds out there. This one's definitely not. To my knowledge, it'll be the first LS swapped one, but there have been Hemi uh, swapped PT Cruisers. Same concept. Build a chassis for it, throw a motor in, make a rear wheel drive. Um, Grand Prix, that'd be one. I think I've seen somebody do a Cadillac also, rear wheel drive conversion. Um, so yeah, it's possible. The only reason this is happening is my first car, so it's not going anywhere. So it's either keep it or dump a bunch of money into it and have a unique build. And obviously, I'm not getting rid of it, so I'm gonna dump a bunch of money into it and have a unique build. What's up, Henry? Just tuning in. But yeah, so I think Bruce convinced me with 18s and go with the K member. So that's kind of why I came on here instead of just making it short. So yeah, we're making some progress on it. We have it, so I plan on having it sit about 1.5 inches lower than the stock one, or the one on the 17s. So it'll sit a little bit lower. Throw some 18s on it. I know there's some body kits you can get with it, but I don't think I'm going that far on it. But yeah, we're getting there. Just wanted to hop in on the live for a little bit. But yeah, all this was cut out today. We still have a little bit more cutting to do, but we had to cut that out to get this in there. Like I said, these shock towers will be cut out eventually on both sides. Firewall will be pushed back a little bit. Yeah, we'll just have to figure out how to put a V8 in here. Yeah. What was the third thing? So it was a wheel size, K member or welded in, and then the name. Like I said, I'm leaning towards LS Cruiser. I think it's just nice and simple. Thought about like LSPT or PTLS, or if I did an LT on it, LTPT. But I think just LS Cruiser has a little bit better ring to it. What do you guys think? I'll probably do badges for it and all that. So now let's just have some badges up here on the door. Probably throw one on the rear. But we have a long way to go before we get there. Car parts everywhere. I saw the springs for it, all the stuff to put the coilovers back together. A whole bunch of goodies in there still. Got the rack in there, the brakes. I think the axles for the 9-inch. So yeah, got the 9-inch there. Need to start mocking that up underneath. But once the front's done, we'll start on the back half. LTPT. Yeah, I'd have to get the LT instead of the LS though. But who knows? Yeah, I think LS Cruiser has a ring to it. That's kind of what's sticking out so far. But if I do go LT, I would love to find like a 6, 8, or even 10-speed transmission and put it in here, because once it's done, it will be, most likely it'll be the daily driver if I'm not out on the bike. But yeah, it'd be just throw a 10-speed in here or something, just talk about gas mileage. But yeah, so I know the LTs, I think the only difference between those and the LSs are what, direct injection. You can squeeze a little bit more power out of them, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, either LT or LS, but definitely a V8's going in here. I did suggest in another video, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, I said if it wasn't the LS going in here, LS or LT, I use them interchangeably. Everybody's like, go Hemi. I was like, no, those are a lot bigger motors. So it'll take up a lot more room, where the LS is pretty much 24 by 24 by 24. which, like I said, once the firewall gets pushed back, he'll fit. The Hemis are a lot wider. Um, but the only other option I'd have, somebody from Dodge picked this up and wanted to send out that new Hurricane motor. I'll throw it in here, but that's probably not happening. So, put a Chevy motor in a PT Cruiser. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Like I said, it's starting to warm up a little bit. I don't know why I'm out here in long sleeves, but I just wanted to come out here, do a little bit each day. Like I said, by the end of September, we should have a rolling chassis. So once this is all buttoned up, we will start on the back half. I still need to order the 4-link kit for that, and then get a third member for the 9-inch. Not sure what gear ratio I want to run just yet. Not something too crazy, where it's going to take away from like highway mileage and all that. But I still wanted to get up and go. So I know I have 342s in the Monty. This is the Elco has stock gears in it, so it's like 241s or something like that. I have another rear end. Need to put in the Elco, which is a Posi with 308 gears, but that was way too low for what I want to do with the PT. I believe the Camaro and the truck, I believe those both have 373. It almost connects. It only took me 35 years to get this far. I appreciate it though. You still commenting, you're still watching. But yeah, some people grow a beard. You know, that's all I can do. Nah, you keep me here. Keep the comments coming. Keep them coming. But yeah, so it'll probably be about 373s, if not slightly higher in it. Yep, it's probably hamburgers too. Uh, but yeah, just out here, just mess with the PT. Let's see what else you got, Ron T. Come on, what else you got? But yeah, I just wanted to see you guys' suggestions on either 18s or 20s, and then the K member. The Elco is not factory manual. Well, yes and no. So let's see. When I first got the car, it was the 3-speed manual on the floor. So there's a cutout for the manual here. It originally was a clutch when I bought it, or a manual, and then I converted it to I went automatic, then went back to manual. So it's a T5 manual transmission in it now. So yes, it was factory manual, but no, the manual in it right now is not factory. And then I had to mount it up to the LS. So LS swap manual. Just took a little bit of research, but I got it done. It still needs tires, so I've been debating on stepping that up to 18s or throw the 20s on the Monty on there and step the Monty up to 22s. Just not sure yet. But yeah, I have at least one video showing all the parts needed to swap it over for manual. It's neither. It's a T5, just T5, so it's a 5-speed, not a 6-speed. Where if I actually got it from a buddy, he was gonna manual swap his El Camino, ended up getting rid of the car, so he asked if I wanted the stuff he had for it. No IROX. But yeah, just a T5 out of, I believe, a 91 Camaro. For a stock LS, no power adders or not making big power, it's fine. But if my pockets were a little deeper, definitely T56 would be nice. Which people have suggested with the PT, but I think I'll keep that one automatic. Like I said, try to find a 8 or 10 speed and have some fun with that. Nah, the IROX, not my style. Look good on the 3rd-gen Camaro. That's about where they should stay. But on the Elco or the Monty, nah. And then I think you have to have all 4 of the back tires. I think the offset's different on them to get them to fit. So yeah, I just like a nice simple 5-spoke wheel. Where this, I want to go black it out and then need to repaint it, do some body work. But yeah, I want to eventually either go taller sidewall on here or step it up to either 18s or 20s, and then 22s probably on the Monty, but we'll see. We'll see. Nah, just not my style. That's what you want to rock on yours. It's all you, but on mine, nah, can't do the IROCs. Like I said, those belong on the 3rd gen. Yeah, the Mona Lisa. Yeah, I should have some stickers coming in soon for it. I want to get some T-shirts, but the design wouldn't transfer over right. But yeah, we have some stuff coming just for Mona Lisa. I also need to get it ready for a car show on the 20th. So need to get the Circle D torque converter put in. Right now it's just riding a shotgun, but need to get that installed. Need to replace the rear main seal on it and put the nose back on. Hey, from what I've been hearing, a lot of people have just been doing an hour a day. You go out in your garage, work an hour a day, and you'd be surprised how much progress you make. Yeah, she's getting there. Yep, I painted everything right here in the garage. So this was, or still is, Pearl Champagne. But yeah, I painted this in the garage. Painted this in the garage. And I painted the Elco in my old apartment garage, along with my other bike. Yeah. So yeah, everything's been done in the garage, man. This whole build, if you look at all the videos, it's never seen a shop. Everything's been done right here in the garage. So, hey, the reason I went white is, I think a post I saw is white hides, black shows, red sells. So, white is a little bit more forgiving with body work. Black, that body work has to be perfect. And then everything else is in between. Like I said, this thing, it's still wavy. It's not a show car, but eventually I'm gonna switch up the paint scheme a little bit. It's still gonna stay white, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Where with this one has that scratch on the fender, the door's a little dented, so this one might get a repaint also. But yeah, they're all garage built, DIY. Did it all myself. So yeah, but that's about it. Coming up on about 25 minutes on here. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Will do. Like I said, I know I could do a lot more with the Monty and the Elco. I wanted to remix or fix the bodywork and all that, but what I plan on doing is probably getting another project car once I'm a little bit closer at finishing up the PT, or at least getting that running. I want to widen the driveway so I have room to park more stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely have something else coming to the channel, probably middle of next year. I said the PT should be wrapped up by the beginning of the year, first couple months of the year. But yeah, we'll keep doing our thing. Me and Grind School collabing a lot. We've actually been looking at the same cars every now and then, so we might do a collab build one of these days, but we'll see. But that's it. Just want to get a little bit of input on the PT as far as the name, the wheel size, and K member or just welded in. So yeah, Where's the bike? It's right here. Street Glide. Yeah. 2018 Street Glide. Yeah. And of course, it's white. But yeah, I just got that at the beginning of the year. Had a 19-year-old chick run a red light, take out the whole front of the bike. So about 14 grand later, insurance fixed it instead of totaling it out. So yeah, that's the bike. Might hop on it today, go get cleaned up, get it out, go grab something to eat. Body bushings came in. Yeah, so when we do the body bushings, no power tools. I have a video on it. It's a little bit longer, but it's when I did the body bushings on here. Don't use power tools. Soak the bolts in like WD-40 or PB Blaster for like the week previously. Like just every other day, just go out and soak them. And no power tools. Hopefully they loosen up without breaking. If they do break, just weld in some more cage nuts and you should be good to go. Yeah, but like I said, we'll wrap it up. It's almost 30 minutes. But yeah, El Coant, like I said, I have complete video. So if you're doing the body bushings next, I have a video on it. I have a video on just about everything. So just take your time with those. Body bushings, do not use power tools or else you will snap those cage nuts. Then you got to I have the trunk enclosure, or else I'd show you what I had to do. So I did snap, I believe 1 or 2 of them in the trunk. You have to cut the floor up where it is, pretty much bend that metal up and either get a nut in a washer or weld in another cage nut so you can put the bolt back in. Oh yeah, always safe on. You see all those helmets? That's not even all of them. Those are the retired ones. That's the one I currently wear. Have one up on the other side of the Monty, and then the one I had when I was wearing when she hit me, that's inside. That's the one that had the Monte Carlos on and everything. Kind of missed that one, but can't find it anymore, so I just had to go with the black one. But yeah, y'all be safe out there. I know you ride too, Ant, so be safe when you get the bike out. And that's it. Probably catch you guys on. Try to go live at least every other week or so. I know I went live Saturday at the car show. Have another car show coming up on the 20th down in the Springs. So I'll do my video and I'll probably go live on that also. But y'all have a good one. Appreciate the input and we'll start making some more progress on it.